Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. You guys who are subscribers of this channel, you are very familiar with this 1997 Toyota 4Runner. It has right now roughly 257,000 miles. It's limited, it has that nice leather interior. The owner lifted it. I filmed so much on this truck, and now this poor thing even survived its own death. It was in very little accident, and it still needs to be finished, repaired. However, it's completely driving straight and nice already for, I don't know, like 2 years. It's acting totally fine, like nothing ever happened to it. So typical Toyotas, right? This time it came for repeated problem. The owner said he had problems with this tailgate window. It's supposed to go nicely up and down. In the past, he dealt it himself, but right now he says it's not working again and he wants me to fix it. So let's go and see together what is really happening with it. He told me that it will go only a little bit down and then it will get stuck. So let me try to see what is really up with it. So that's definitely stuck. It moves. What it moves? What did you see? Maybe only half of the inch or something like that. Okay. It might be binding. There might be something in its way. Who knows? So we will get to that entire mechanism through this panel. I believe this panel is held by the plastic fasteners all around, but there should be 10mm bolt right here holding this handle. Okay, 10mm we said. Alright, and the whole handle, and there are very many different tools for these plastic fasteners that are hidden. So, am I catching the right one? Oh yeah, did you see that? Not bad. That's pretty good, I like that. So far we didn't break anything. Oh, that's wonderful. So you basically go around and then it will be hanging here, which is correct. The whole thing needs to be moved up or forward in my case. Look at it. And the whole panel, only one of the fasteners stay there and it's missing here. All the other ones nicely came off. Excellent. Now let's give you a detailed view of this whole area. So this is the bottom hatch or latch, and here is a one panel which has its electronics, the computer, but we heard those clicking. It must be, I don't know, binding or something fell apart, I'm not sure. So this is one of the access openings. Again, this will be all these goldies, the little goldies are 10mm bolts. There is plenty of them around. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Might be slightly glued, which it was, because there is like a gasket. Mainly probably to stop it from vibrating or rattling. And I see here one of the slides that seems to be correctly attached with 4 bolts, and I don't see any problem so far for that window to go down. So I will continue with removal of this whole panel. When it will go off, there are a few plastic fasteners which will still hold it up. So you don't need to be afraid it will drop on you. Alright, this is all those steel ones, as I call them goldies. I also see the other 4 bolts which are not on this brown panel. They are also in the place so that sliding guide shouldn't be crooked or misplaced or anything like that. Okay, so that was the gold ones. Now comes the time, carefully drop it. There are 2 plastic ones here and the one only on the top. Here you go. It can stay there, or I will put it down here, and now I will lift it this way up, and the whole thing will just go towards to you with those wires. This is not too heavy, so I'm not afraid to let it hang like this. That's fine for right now. And you can't wait to see what I see. This is the opening. These are the scissor mechanisms with the teeth moving. That's an electric motor which I'm assuming so far it's in the good condition because it wants to move, but something is getting stuck somewhere. I don't think it's lack of lubrication, but of course if we are here I will be lubricating those sliders for more. So I will bring the light for myself and start looking, and what I will find I will share that with you after staring inside carefully, looking on every single detail and making sure that all the bolts holding the hardware and entire mechanism are not loose, something is not hanging there. I think I have a solution. Let's see if it will continue. Alright, so that's the first time we were able to lower the window. So we have this empty, the window is right here sitting. So when I will be coming up, I need to lower the gate, or somebody will need to help to it stay up, because normally this panel is giving guidance to the glass not to rub on this steel here. Before I will start coming up, I will start lubricating all these areas. Do you see how the teeth are nicely meeting right here? So I will put all this on grease of the camera, because my hands will be greasy. And this video gear, it's too expensive to make it greasy. Everything's fine. This looks, there is even that stopper. This is the sensor which is right now on, so it's connected. But when it reaches the end, it disconnects and stops. So the window is not being crushed. I will start lubing these channels. This one, which you see, and this one right here. I will put lubrication, and we will go up, and I will show you that it was being stuck actually on the back of this windshield wiper assembly. This, for some reason, in its rubber mounts, which I saw there, it's maybe slightly out of its place. I don't think this tailgate got hit, but guess what? Actually, when you look here, this area might be slightly inside. And that's exactly what's happening. There's not enough space between the windshield wiper motor assembly and one of the carrying rails for this window. So let me lube it, we will go up and I will show you what was the problem and what we need to correct. So looking from this direction, and I'm not sure I will be able to show it to you. There is a motor which is for that windshield wiper, and that motor is touching the plastic rail, the part of the window. So for some reason that motor is only 1 or 2 millimeters, a little bit too low. I'm looking on its mounts. It's in like a rubber mount right there. You see again that black body of that motor. Maybe from here, can you see it? Yeah, I think so. It's touching that plastic, the white plastic of that window. So I will need to try to look if it can be adjusted, what can be moved, so these two parts are not interfering. Whatever you do here, you just work on that windshield wiper mount, because the steel of it might be bent, and you leave along the window mechanism. And now why is that? Well, if you will try to bend or adjust anything with the window, you might crack, the window can shatter. So obviously the window, it's nicely running in its guides and it looks like sagging. For some reason the windshield wiper mechanism, it's sagging. Maybe somebody pushed on it from outside, we don't know, but I'm very carefully massaging that mount instead of taking everything apart. And I already create like 4 millimeters of space between the motor and the window. Let's see if it works correctly. Okay, I have installed it temporarily. Let's put the ignition on. That goes down. See how it goes up. I will say we got it going. I like it. So I will say we got lucky on this one. All it needed was the adjustment of that windshield wiper bracket. Didn't need any new parts. Everything looked nicely there, no rust or anything. That whole scissor mechanism to me looked pretty fairly new. It's running nicely. All the guides are new. I'm not sure if that matches the rest of the vehicle. It must have been replaced in the past, in my opinion. So I hope you find this video helpful and be subscribed. I have way more coming your way soon. Thank you for watching and have a great day, my friend.